Welcome learners, I am Dipankar teaching English in Gajera School, Surat. Welcome learners once again to this video lesson. In this video lesson, we will discuss the wind today, which is included in the second chapter, The Sound of Music. In this poem, the poet talks about the wind as a metaphor for destruction, as a metaphor for hardships and challenges that we all face in life. He says that the wind, the hardships and difficulties actually can break down weak people, but the strong people are actually nourished by hardships and difficulties in life. And this is the central idea of the poem. Before the explanation, let me read the poem once, and then we'll do the discussion in detail. Wind by Subramania Bharati. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. You won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to form the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. So what he says in this poem, let's break it apart and understand. In the first 8 lines. In the first 8 lines, he talks about the destruction that hardship or the wind or difficulties can bring about in our lives. And he tells the wind to come softly. He's asking them not to break the shutters of the windows, not to scatter the papers, not to throw down the books on the shelf. And he is angry because the wind doesn't listen to him. And he says that the wind is very fond of poking, making fun of weak people, of weaklings. Actually, these words, break, shatter, throw, tear, poke, fun, symbolize the destruction brought about by the wind, brought about by hardship. And he says that only the weak are affected by the wind. And in the next few lines, the wind does do weak things: crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. All these are separated. The wind comes and winnows them, separates them from the strong, from the thing strongly. He won't do what you tell him. And in this line, he says that we cannot make the wind, we cannot make destiny, fate listen to us. So the only way we have in front of us is to build strong homes, to build the doors firmly, and we need to practice to make the body firm. Actually, these are symbolic of being strong. If you're physically strong, if you're mentally strong, he says that we should make the heart steadfast. By saying this, the poet is saying that we should be mentally strong. The heart should be strong. The body should be formed. And if we are formed, body is formed, heart is formed, difficulties, hardships, challenges cannot break us down. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. If we can do that, difficulties will nourish us, just like a strong fire. Just like a strong wind nourishes a strong fire, in the same way, strong people nourished by difficult times, tough times. And the wind difficulties actually only blow out, only break down the weak people, the weak fire. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. And like the wind, bad times make us stronger and flourish. And that is why in the last 2 lines, the poet says that his friendship is good. Let's now take a look at the meanings. Here, wind is a metaphor for challenges, troubles, and hardships. Break, scatter, this I talked about already. They symbolize the destructive power of the wind, of hardship, of difficulties. Frail means weak, frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors. Now the word has been repeatedly used here. The repeated use of the word signifies widespread hardship, weakness. The poet says that everybody has to face these weaknesses. And the wind god comes and crushes the winnows and crushes them all. By winnowing, this is an image, a pastoral image, an image very common in village. Winnow means to separate the grain from the chaff. Here, winnow means separating the good from the bad, the strong from the weak, the wanted from the unwanted, and the useful from the useless. Read this. The word brings up images of separating the good from the bad, the useful from the useless, and the unwanted from the wanted. He won't do what you tell him. Destiny doesn't listen to us. Life and hardships come invited. They're sometimes a hard teacher. So they won't listen to what we tell them. They will do whatever they want to do. The only way we have, the only solution we have, be strong. We need to be strong to avoid getting broken down. Doors firmly. We need to build the doors firmly so that we can keep despair away, negativity away. We need to be physically strong, and we should also be mentally strong. By making the heart steadfast, we can be mentally strong. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. If we can do that, hardships, challenges will become our friends. The wind blows out weak fires. If we are strong, the hardships will help us grow. Just like the wind nourishes a strong fire, it can only blow out the weak ones. And therefore, his friendship is good, because adversity helps us grow. Adversity is the pillar of success. Let's now move on to the questions. Let's see if we can solve them. What is the first question asking? What are the things that the wind does in the first stanza? Okay, so these are the things it does in the first stanza. Breaks, scatters, throws, tears, and pokes fun. And what does the poet say? The wind god winnows. Okay, like I told you, the wind god separates the good from the bad, the useful from the useless, and the unwanted from the wanted. It separates the grain from the chaff. What should you do to make friends with the wind? We should be mentally and physically strong, and we should keep away from despair. We should keep away negativity. What do the last 4 lines of the poem mean to you? Okay, these are the last 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. The wind blows out weak fires. In these lines, the poet says that if we are weak, difficulties can break us. Just like a wind can blow out a weak fire, in the same way, difficulties only break down weak people. For the strong, his friendship is good. He can make us even stronger and better. And that is why we love him every day. That is what he means in the last 4 lines of the poem. How does the poet speak to the wind? In anger or humor? In good humor, he talks to the wind like a friend. What is your response to the line? You must have also seen or heard the wind crumbling lives. What is your response? How do you think you should respond to the wind crumbling houses? We should be strong, and that is the best way. We can withstand the wind. We can withstand hard times.